back to Be Creative Stamping and my quick and creative card for this week. We're going to create this really quick card, and I'm using the stamp set Painted Petals. It's located in the 2015 Occasions catalog. We're going to start with a sheet of Whisper White cardstock, and you are going to cut it to 5.5 inches by 8.5 inches. We're going to fold it, and we're going to use our bone folder to create a score line. Alright, and this will be the base of our card. I'm going to set this aside. Then we're going to need a sheet of Whisper White paper that measures 4 inches by 5.25 inches. And you'll see here, this is the extra layer that we are creating. Alright, so let's start with the flower, and I'm going to use just some scrap Whisper White to do that. I'm going to ink up the flowers in rose red ink, and I'm just going to stamp them right in the center of my scrap paper. And then I am going to add some leaves and stems, and I'm going to use wild wasabi. And I'm just going to line up these flowers. Let's see, just like that. Okay. And then I'm going to punch this out with the circle punch. So let me do that. This is the 2.5 inch circle punch that I'm using. And now I am going to stamp the words in Memento black ink. You are amazingly amazing. And I am going to stamp this right about here so that your image, your sentiment's going to be a bit in the flowers. Okay? Alright, now we're going to be ready to assemble our card. Okay, I'm going to be using, this is the extra layer that's going to go on top of our card base. So now I'm going to use this. I am going to add designer paper, and this designer paper is just beautiful, and I will put the title of it on the screen so that you'll be able to see it. I can't think of it right now. Alright, so I am going to just put some snail on here, and I am going to just add it right to the bottom. The designer paper measures 4 inches by 2 inches, so a very simple cut. And now I'm going to add some jute ribbon right across here. Let me show you what the jute looks like. It's this wide, okay? And so what I did was to fold it and then just run my scissors along the fold line to cut it in half. Alright? And I'm going to attach that with some glue dots. That's probably going to be the best thing for that. And I'm going to put one there and one here at the end. And I already know that my jute is too big, and so I am going to be trimming it once I've attached it to the card. Again, I just used a glue dot on each side, and I'm going to trim right there and right here. Okay, so now I have gotten rid of that. I can also go back at this point, and I think I will, and I'll add a glue dot there and another glue dot right along here. Okay? Alright, then what I'm going to do is pop this up. So I'm going to need a few dimensionals. Okay. I'm going to add I'm going to add 4. Whoops. Let me get some better ones. They've kind of all gotten clumped up. And I'll just put another one there. Alright, you could probably get away with 2. Alrighty, so I'm just peeling off the paper, and I am going to add my circle of flowers right there. The next thing I'm going to do is ink up the Amazing You again. And this time I'm going to stamp it on some wild wasabi. This is just a scrap piece of paper. There really aren't any measurements for it. And then I'm going to take our banners, and I'm actually going to use the Bitty banners, and it's this one right here that comes in the Bitty banners envelope. And I'm going to frame this Amazing You, and I'm going to run that through the Big Shot. And when I do that, it's going to look like this, and I'm going to add a dimensional to each side. And then I'm going to attach it right over the other word. That was amazing. Okay, so I'm just literally just putting that on top. And now I'm going to put some dimensionals on the back of this layer. And that way it can pop up when it's attached to the Whisper White card base. All right, now we're all ready to do that. All right, I think that'll work. Let's add a few basic rhinestones. And I'm going to take an itty bitty one here, and I'll place it about right there. Then I'm going to grab a big one and put out here. All right, and I'll actually just put one there, and then I'll add one more. All right, so there you go, a quick and creative card. Give it a try, and thanks so much for buzzing by.